Kaze, 2004, is a highly psychological, grounded, and mature drama, unlike typical anime that treat the taboo topic of sibling romance, incest, with comedy or fan service. Kaze approaches it with extreme seriousness, focusing on the heavy emotional guilt, societal pressure, and psychological trauma of the characters. Koshiro Seki, 27 years old. He works at a marriage agency. He is distant, emotionally numb, and lives with his father following his parents' bitter divorce years ago. Nanoka Kohinata, 15 years old, Koshiro's younger sister. When their parents divorced, Nanoka went to live with their mother. Because they grew up entirely apart, they had no memories of what each other looked like. The story begins on a rough note for Koshiro, whose girlfriend has just broken up with him. Despondent and lonely on his morning train commute, he notices a high school girl, Nanoka, crying. Later that afternoon, he runs into her again near his office. Koshiro happens to have 2 tickets to an amusement park and offers them to her. To his surprise, she asks him to go with her. At the amusement park, the 2 strangers bond over their shared heartbreaks. Nanoka over a school crush and Koshiro over his breakup. A deep, comfortable, and slightly romantic attraction sparks between them, both believing they will never see each other again. As they head back from their day out, they accidentally bump into Koshiro's father in the city. It is at this exact moment that the devastating truth is revealed. The young girl Koshiro was feeling attracted to is actually his long-lost biological sister, Nanoka. She has moved back to Tokyo to live with her father and brother while attending high school. Both are completely paralyzed by shock. Suddenly, they are forced to live under the same roof as brother and sister, while trying to suppress the romantic connection they just formed. Living together becomes a psychological nightmare, especially for Koshiro. He is acutely aware that having romantic feelings for his 15-year-old sister is a massive societal taboo. To fight his own mind, he tries to be cold, rude, and distant toward Nanoka, hoping to push her away. Nanoka, being young and emotionally vulnerable, is equally confused. She cannot understand why her feelings for her older brother are shifting from sibling affection to something much deeper: genetic sexual attraction. The anime accurately depicts this real-world psychological phenomenon, where biological relatives who are separated during childhood experience intense sexual attraction upon reuniting as adults. Terrified that he will lose control of his impulses, Koshiro eventually packs his bags and moves into a separate apartment to create physical distance between them. However, his absence only makes Nanoka realize how much she relies on him. She begins visiting his apartment frequently under the guise of cooking and cleaning for him. Eventually, the emotional dam breaks. Realizing they cannot stand to be apart, they give in to their feelings, abandon societal norms, and enter into a physical, romantic relationship. After crossing the line, the narrative shifts into a very dark and heavy space. The weight of their crime and the constant fear of being discovered by their father or society fills them with immense guilt. They realize that the world will never accept them, and at one point, they seriously contemplate suicide as the only escape from their torment. However, in the final episodes, they decide against ending their lives. Instead, they choose to accept their reality. They acknowledge that what they are doing is universally condemned and that they will face severe consequences if caught. Despite the inevitable pain and isolation, they decide to stick together and face the world, choosing their forbidden love over societal acceptance. It is a bittersweet, highly tragic, and open ending that leaves the viewer feeling the immense weight of the character's reality.